I frequently came across the phrase which goes something like this: "Prevention is better than cure." And perhaps this phrase is nowhere better applicable than in the fields based upon medical science. Good physicians and surgeons advise their patients to take precaution before it is too late. I query frequently, raising the very question upon my mind: why should it be any different in other fields which we ourselves often venture to tread upon? Why should it be any different even in the cases where atmosphere is concerned? Because we need to live in atmospheres which should not detriment our health or endanger our lives. The recent COP20 was no doubt essential, but the results have not merely been disappointing, but too frustrating for many people. Many countries failed to agree upon a point which could have prevented further endangering the world to our own detriment, even leading to our deaths, whether in the near or in the far future. Many countries are going to meet on the African continent very soon. Perhaps the meetings have already begun, even informally. But what are we going to achieve if we endanger ourselves by polluting the atmosphere? As fresh air is absolutely and vitally essential for all of us to live on, even to survive. We need fresh air to live, fresh air to breathe, fresh air to enjoy ourselves, and fresh air to ensure that the future generations are also preserved. At least for 5 decades, we are being warned to take precaution. Weather is becoming not merely perilous for many of us, but perhaps to graver danger for all of us, either at this very moment or in the time to come. Too many occurrences are now on move. Incidents which could not have been anticipated even a few years ago. Countries are facing droughts, which are leading no doubt to food shortages, even for the poorest of the poor. Typhoon is killing people and destroying homes and houses, as do various other calamities which follow, including bushfires or forest fires. We are unable to breathe properly in cities which are considered to be the very hearts of their countries, their states, their nations, and even the globe as a whole. Wood and forests are being destroyed. Marine life is suffering, and even at the very brink of elimination as a whole. We do not merely destroy the ozone on daily basis to some extent, but we also throw and dispose materials like plastic, which land not merely on our land as a whole, but also into the ocean. Many species of the animal kingdom, which consider those plastic wastes to be edible, are devouring those plastic wastes and destroying themselves. Ice is melting, even floating on the oceans, endangering the ships and other species, I should say ships and even the species of the animal kingdom and the plant kingdom as a whole. Those icebergs are endangering fleet, endangering the people who are traveling on those movable oceanic vehicles, if I may use the expression in speech marks or in inverted commas. We are endangering ourselves, doing too little to prevent the obvious peril with which we are going to be confronted with. What are we going to do unless we wake up and remember that the atmospheric clock is not merely telling us it is 5 to midnight, but it is already 5 past midnight. And we need to put back the clock at least to 5 to midnight before it becomes too late for all of us. Today is considered to be a day of mourning for many people. In the German sphere, it is called der Todes- or Totenssonntag. But it is not merely a remembrance Sunday for many people, like the one we already solemnized on the 9th of November. But even on this very 23rd of November, we remember those who died for our sake that we could have a better future. If we don't remember their sacrifices, we dishonor not merely them, but ourselves as their fellow human beings. We need to remember those who sacrificed themselves for our sake. We need to live for others, remembering that they sacrificed themselves for our sake. This is my errand, even on this very day, very evening, very night, and for many, very morning. I thank you in anticipation for your kind understanding, while I bid all of you, my most respected, even beloved fellow global citizens, to recognize the facts which cannot be circumvented or overlooked unless we endanger ourselves even further. Thank you, and good night from our country, while I remain most humbly and most respectfully at your service, calling you my fellow global citizens.